you need the decision about the actual strategic objective or the vision that you're heading for isn't an officer's, but it isn't the result of a single councillor or a single councillor group. Generally speaking, it's about something as some sort of shared consensus. And so I think the role of a good management team is to tease that out, is to help members to come to that consensus view and then somehow express it in a way that's accessible, that you can share.
I'm leaving a pause there because this is a lot more subtle than members make policy, officers implement.
Yes.
Can you expand?
Yeah, but with some difficulty really, because it is something which develops and evolves. I think Jim's quite right to say it's not the property even of one party group. And, certainly in this council, the overall direction, I think, has got agreement across the council. There's consensus amongst the parties. Now, that isn't to say that there might not be opportunities, if you like, for party politics to come in, and people will have a different perception on issues, or maybe want to take advantage of issues in a different way because of the party divisions. And that's perhaps something that members can be more sensitive about than officers. And I'm sure there are times when Jim will look to me for a view on an issue in that sort of way. And indeed, when he has to be sensitive as well, the other parties are here and involved, and he's got to give acknowledgement to the other leaders as well as me. We both have to understand that as part of what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely right. Political parties have got to have their privacy. So if a politician or a group tells me something, then that's personal and private. There's an element of trust in it and sharing, and that trust would soon end if other party leaders or other party groups knew about it. But on the other hand, you don't just absorb everything in like a black hole. You synthesize stuff so that if you have a difficult decision to make, that on the face of it I might have full powers to take in the scheme of delegation. If I thought there was a policy aspect to it, or even if I thought that with the world with 2020 vision, you might subsequently look back on it and say A, it was policy, B, it was wrong, or A, it was policy, B, it was right. What was the role of members in it? Then I would probably contact you. We'd say I would bounce it off. We do something where we just put something in between us and talk round it, and provided it seems to hold up, then we proceed. And I think sometimes we need to give each other cover or a sense of comfort on it. I'm answerable for the organisation, but if you want to make an organisation work well, it has to trust you as well as be trusted by you, and Brian has to carry the trust of colleagues, political colleagues, and somehow that relationship, I mean, the relationship between policy and administration is as nebulous in a way as the distinction between officer and member at that level. Whilst the definitions and the roles are very clear, Brian is a politician and I'm an officer, we inhabit each other's worlds. Brian helps me to make the administrative systems work better, so to be more accountable, and I can help the political wheels to go more smoothly. It tends to be by sharing information and giving warnings, doesn't it?
I think it does, yeah.
messages, if not warnings. So it's that understanding of each other's problems that helps.
I think that's right, yes. And perhaps most important when things aren't always going the right way. You know, if there's a difficult situation, it's more important to be able to understand the other person's position and